Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Online Karting League Africa. This is the Pro League at Killarney tonight. I'm Sean Lopesher. I will be doing your commentary / production. I'm a man of many talents. Multitasking is not one of them though, so if you hear me go silent for just a moment, that's because I'm trying to click somewhere else. But I hope you guys enjoy what we've got up on offer tonight. This is, like I said, the Pro League, so things run a little bit different compared to last week where we had the divisional races. One of the big noticeable differences is the grid should be a little bit bigger. Still some guys outstanding because they had load shedding up until 8 o'clock, so they'll be joining us very, very shortly. Pro League means the guys are not allowed to stop on the track and just click go back to pit. They actually have to take the effort and drive that kart all the way back to the pits, and then they can come back out. If they flip their kart during a practice session or a qualifying session, that's the end of their qualifying or practice. They have to wait until the end of the session before they can get going. So let's have a quick look at who's available for us tonight, who's going to put on the show. Lucas Thurman, Rudy Schussler, Quentin Lopesher, Jason Gutsia, William Marshall, Mohamed Murat, Divya Naidu, Sebastian Diaz, John Wilson, Mark Pollard, Sebastian Venkov, Fadil Dali, Mahir Wab, and Andrei Betancourt. Troy Dolenchek still missing as it stands as well. No, I think Troy Dolenchek is the only guy missing in the pack here. We've got a couple guys that had to withdraw very last moment, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Something special we've got tonight, we are doing the RKT free M glove or sim racing gloves giveaway, so that should be mega nice. I've got the wheel already set up on my screen. We'll do that spin the wheel in just a moment while we wait for the guys to try. Let's have a quick look. We can see the guys trying to join. That gives us a slight server. So William Marshall is sinking and Troy Dolenchek is sinking, so the guys are trying to get in as it stands. Rudy Schussler is sending it hard into the pits. Fantastic. But okay, cool. So let's have a quick track map view of Killarney, and then we'll do the giveaway right before the qualifying, and yeah, then we get into the swing of things. Apologies, would help if I open the correct one. So right, into the first corner we go. That's Holshoek. Then those little corners that shows 1 and 2 is just fairly flat out. Into the 180s, first 180s we go, second 180s, then out of the 180s is called the S's, then the back straight, flat out all the way into Cosmic, where we slam the brakes into what is known as the Golf Club. Out of the Golf Club we'll go, flat out down here into the pit bend, just a slight lift, in the real world that is, and then onto the start-finish straight. That's a full lap of Killarney. Killarney is a fairly flat surface, only 3.14 meters of elevation from the lowest point to the highest point of the track, so not a lot of elevation from a Killarney perspective. Awesome track. The Temple of Speed, as I would like to call it in South Africa at least. Such a fast track and such a mega nice track to drive on. Passing opportunities, first corner definitely. Into the 180s, first and second 180s you can do a pass, and then down into Cosmic and Pit Bend. Not Pit Bend, the Golf Club. Definitely going to be your passing opportunities. So there we go. That was a lap of Killarney. We still have 10 minutes remaining of qualifying, so we're just going to give from practice at least, just going to give everybody opportunity to get onto the track. So what does qualifying look like, guys? Qualifying is a group shootout, if you want to call it that. So each group, the drivers are split into 5 groups, or 4 groups rather, of 5 drivers each. We'll have, I think it will be 4-4-4-4 though, so only 16 karts on track tonight due to the sponsored round drops by Eskom. So very unfortunate for some of the boys that will be missing the race. But yeah, it is what it is. So the qualifying, the first 4 guys will go out. Group A, they have 3 laps. So it's an out lap and 2 qualifier laps or hot laps to get your best lap posted. So when you go out of the pits, that's the start of your first lap, which is seen as your out lap. Just get your tires heated. And then once they've done their second and third lap, they have to go straight back into the pits, where then we will see the second Group B come out and repeat the same After them, Group C and then Group D. And then that should be the end of qualifying. And then obviously that would place our starting grid. So it's a little bit more like what they would do in real life, I believe. So the guys have a better way of going about their qualifying. It's mega fun though, and it gives a nice dynamic to the Pro League, at least. So we are currently following Mohammed Murat, one of the OKJ drivers for Squadra Course or Kart Republic, if you want to get the correct names out there. So, but he is sporting a Tony car tonight with his Squadra Course suit, that is. Can I just confirm everything on stream looks fine, guys? The quality, the voice is coming through fine. If there's any issues, please flag it. I'd like to resolve it before we get into our qualifying. And I think I'll give us a couple more minutes and then we're going to do the giveaway. Only 14 names on the giveaway because only 14 people managed to follow the correct procedure, which is like the OKLA page and then tag 3 friends. So hopefully we're going to see a lucky recipient of some awesome gloves. If for whatever reason it falls on my name, which I highly doubt, we'll just respin because I won't be the lucky recipient of any gloves tonight. It won't be fair, so we'll definitely just do a re-roll and get those gloves out to somebody that would like to get their hands on some awesome gloves. Troy Dolanchik is still leading the way in the championship. He's unmatched as it stands. Let's just quickly double check the standings as it is, and I'll share that with you guys in just a moment. Right, so Troy Dolanchik is leading the way after 2 rounds with 74 points. Jason Kutsia has got 57, Sebastian Diaz 53, Mark Pollard 42, Lucas Sturman 32, Quentin Loubser 30. I'm still on 26, but I haven't raced, so I can't score. My name will start falling down the grid. Mohammed Murat 24, Tiso Mabunda, who's not racing, who's on international karting duties on 19, and Andre Betancourt on 19. Alright guys, it seems like we've got a nice crowd on the online viewers. Welcome to everybody joining in. This is our Pro League. The more intense, more serious way of going about racing. It is mega fun, if I'm honest. I had the opportunity to race in the first one. I enjoyed it, but unfortunately I was needed back onto the streaming or production side. And yeah, I am. I'm having a go at the comment. Ooh, Rudy Schussler bouncing all over. Does he have high ping at the moment? Just want to quickly have a look, because his kart is... No, his ping is quite stable. William Marshall is trying to connect back in. Is Rudy going to get his kart off? Yes, he's going to be able to get it off there. Sebastian Diaz, the other Squadra Course boykie. Oh, just throwing his kart all over the place. Not ideal. But here we go. 1 more minute to go, then we'll do the giveaway of the gloves, the sim racing gloves. So what will happen is the people that whoever wins the gloves will reach out to that person by tomorrow probably, and then just get the glove size, which we will then send on to RKT, and RKT will then send it out to the guys. So yeah, mega big shout out to RKT, or Team RKT that is, for sponsoring the awesome 3M gloves. They look super cool. Those are sim racing specific gloves, and yeah, that's like again, mega shout out to Team RKT. Sebastian Venkov, one of our juniors, having a go at the Pro League. Pro League is of course not age restricted. It's all about if you have the driving ability and speed to compete against everybody else. So Venkov only half a second off the pace, so it's not slow at all. We've gone, okay guys, we are now on 5 minutes before we head into qualifying. Let's do the giveaway. So we'll quickly just mute, and let me get that screen up. All right, as you can see, only 14 names on the sheet. We did, like I said, there were some specific instructions for the guys to follow. and only the people that followed the instructions, their names got to be put onto the sheet. So I'll click the wheel now. It's going to start spinning, and whoever wins it will get himself a nice set of gloves. And look at that, our friend Eli Vergara, the winner of the Free Aim Sim Racing gloves. Eli, I've got your number, so I'll reach out to you tomorrow. Or tonight even, after the race. I don't know if you're watching this stream. Eli is actually part of our league, who unfortunately won't be joining us on the Pro League races for the, hopefully not too long. But there we go. Eli Vergara, you are the lucky recipient of some awesome sim racing gloves. And I am mega, mega jealous. All right, congrats to Eli Vergara. Our friend from, I believe he's from East London. And he's been one of the guys that's been hassling us to get the East London karting track up and running in the simulator, which it will be in the next couple months. There we go. 3.5 minutes left of the practice before we head into our qualifying. Who's setting the pace so far? Troy Dolenchik with a 40.579. That's a mega, mega fast lap for Troy Dolenchik, who, as per usual, is setting the pace out there. Will anybody be able to dethrone our friend Troy Dolenchik, our current defending champ, multiple defending champ in kart racing, or online karting league Africa, that is. Here we go. Mohamed Murad trying to get his last bit of laps in. Everybody's rubbering in the track properly. So the guys are all on track. They are getting the laps in, and they are putting down the rubber for the qualifying. Mark Pollard sporting the Against All Odds esports livery. Spinning out there into the first corner, unfortunately. Holzuk going all the way off, just adding some extra dirt to his tires. That will take a couple corners to get that nice and cleaned. Jason Kutsia, oh, he's running wide there, just getting off the racing line. Letting Jono Wilson and Devian Naidu come through. The guys are working together to get quick practice laps, but worth mentioning, you're not allowed to do any slipstreaming in the qualifying. So if anybody's caught slipstreaming, they will receive unfortunate penalties. And those penalties will be reviewed after the race, so they won't lose their qualifying time. They will get a grid position for the pre-final, which is where there's points on offer, so they'll get point deductions in the pre-final, which is very unfortunate. See, William Marshall's not able to get onto the server. I'll see if I can quickly help him while we give everybody the opportunity to get their stuff sorted. I just want to quickly double check the qualifying grid order, which I can share with you guys in just a moment. So Troy Dolenchik will be the first guy out. I believe Devian Naidu has been moved from Group A to Group B. So it's Troy Dolenchik, William Marshall, Sebastian Venkov, and Andre Betancourt. Okay, so who's going to be the second group? Group B, Lucas Thurman, Jason Kutsia, Rudy Schussler, and it would have been Caleb Moss, who unfortunately had to pull out. So Devian Naidu, I believe, will take that slot. Then Group C, Mark Pollard, Sebastian Diaz, Mohamed Murat, Fadil Adali, and then Group D would be Quinton Labshire, Jono Wilson, Sethio Dos Santos, who I think is not even on the server, and then Mahir Wahab. Alright, so as it stands, it seems like we only have 15 carts that will be competing in the race. A couple guys not being able to join in, which is unfortunate. But everybody had 30 minutes to get onto the server, so there's no reason for the guys to make any excuses. So let's see what we can get going. 15 carts is still a pretty full grid. In the sim racing world, it's quite big. Now we are just waiting for the guys to come out and start their qualifying. Troy Dolanchik, Sebastian Venkov, Andrei Betancourt, William Marshall, who's not on the server, it seems. So we might only have 3 carts start their qualifying as it stands. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to spectate and join us in the celebration that is virtual karting. Like I said before, this is the first, or at least for South Africans, the first of its kind. We're really trying to get something mega big out of here, or out of this product. So hopefully we can continue growing. Okay, Devian Naidu came out with the first group. Troy Dolanchik starts the first lap already. His official quick lap. So there we go, Troy Dolanchik into Holsuk. He goes down into the first 180s. Looking mega smooth as always. You can see this dark racing line that's been formed. And then out of the second 180s into the S as we go onto the back straight. And then into Cosmic, which flows into the golf club. Mega smooth from Troy Dolanchik through here out of the golf club. And then he goes into the long corner that is called Pit Bend. Flat out through here onto the start-finish straight. And that is a 40.6. Setting the pace is Troy Dolanchik from the word go. Mega fast lap. And then Sebastian Venkov not getting a good banker lap as of yet. He only has one more lap to do after this. Oh, runs wide on the exit. Then Andrei Betancourt, 1.8 seconds. So the guys are being caught out by this only 2 laps to post. Devian Naidu. Is he going to be able to improve on his lap? Oh, it gets all kinds of wild onto the exit of the corner, but he goes 3/10, 3.66 off the pace there, or 3.66 rather. Troy Dolanchik improving on his lap again, a 40.564. I don't see anybody beating that lap if I'm honest. That's a mega fast lap. Sebastian Venkov improving, but not fast enough at all. 2.2 seconds away from the pace. Then Andrei Betancourt also not able to improve. All these guys are going to go back to the pits now. Get their carts into the pit. I think Devian Naidu is sneaking an extra lap, which is technically illegal. So let's see. Devian Naidu is not supposed to do another lap, I think. I can just double check that as soon as we quit. Let's just have a quick look here. Devian Naidu. Okay, now he finished all his laps. Alright, so all the guys did 3 laps. They are going to go out next on the grid. Angry Racing Academy. Looking forward to some world-class clean racing tonight. Aren't we always, eh? We always hope to be treated to the absolute best. Alright, Jason Kutsia going out for his first set of laps. Jason Kutsia will be followed by Lucas Thurman, or joined by Lucas Thurman and the cart number 22, Rudy Schussler. I think they're only going to be 3 in this group. But here we go. Let's follow Jason Kutsia. Setting the pace as it stands. Troy Dolanchik on a 40.564. Will anybody be able to beat that? That's the question, isn't it? If anybody's going to be able to get close to him, I believe Jason Kutsia is definitely a contender. And as well as Lucas Thurman. But here we go. This is the start of the first lap. Jason Kutsia down the start-finish straight into Holsuk. Then out of the first corner into the first set of 180s. Into the first 180 exit. Out of the second 180 we go. Jason Kutsia goes down into the SS and then onto this back straight flat box. All the way through here into Cosmic. And then into the golf club. Exit of the golf club, and then we head into the long pit bend. Let's see, is Jason Kutsia going to be able to put down a good banker lap? First lap on the board for Jason Kutsia. 6/10 of the pace, not there as of yet. So one more lap. Will Jason be able to get something going? Let's have a quick look who else is on track. Lucas Sturman's going to post his first lap now. And Lucas Sturman goes into second place, 4/10 of the pace. Let's see, Rudy Schussler is going to put down his lap. Oh, Rudy's gone all kinds of wild. Was that a lag spike there? Whatever that was, Rudy Schussler just did a 8 milliseconds off the pace. That is an insane lap. Is that real? Can it be? There we go. And 4th place on the grid for Jason Kutsia as it stands. And then Lucas Sturman's going to finish his final lap. Somebody's trying to join the whole time. I'm assuming it's William Marshall. Yeah. And then Lucas Sturman improves on his lap, but not by much and not by enough to get himself up into second place. So there we go. That's the end of qualifying for Group B. Now we're going to head out into Group C. And Group C will be... Let's just quickly see Group C. Guys are coming out now. Mark Pollard, Sebastian Diaz, Mohamed Marat, and Fadil Dali. So all 4 of these guys are on the server. Who's out on track first? Number 23 will be Fadil Dali, sporting a white livery. No stickers on his cart. Right, so Fadil Dali is going to be the first one to start his banker lap. The first lap that gets posted will be now when he crosses the line, but that's just an out lap for them, so nothing representative. All right, let's see. Dali is going to get going on his first lap. Into Holshoek he goes. Doesn't seem like he's gone very quick through there, but let's see. Oh, he runs wide there. Seems like he's losing a lot of momentum through the 180s. That definitely doesn't seem like that's going to be a fast lap at all. Right, Dali is now exiting the golf club. Into pit pen he goes. Let's see what lap he gets. His first banker lap. 1 of 2. And Fadil Dali, 1.5 seconds off the pace. Not where you would like to be at all. And then Sebastian Diaz, 7/10 off the pace on his banker lap, puts himself into 6th place. And then Mohamed Murat, no lap at all, to be fair. And then Mark Pollard gets himself into 7th place ahead of Dali. Very, very close to Sebastian Diaz, but this is the guy's banker laps. I see William Marshall is still trying to join. Right, Dali I spun out, so his lap won't even be anything worth mentioning. So that is the end of qualifying for Dali. That is unfortunate. And he's sent it into the tires. Sebastian Diaz, end of his qualifying. He didn't improve on his lap. Then Mohamed Murat put in no better lap really, but I did see Mark Pollard improve, moving himself up 1 place. This is now the final group to do their qualifying for the evening. Quentin Leipzig, Mahir Wab and Jono Wilson. Very excited to see what Jono Wilson would be able to put onto the track today, because he was pumping in the laps in the last week. So I'm fairly certain that Jono Wilson will... Did I just say Wilson? Jono Wilson will be able to put in a very, very good lap. But let's see if he's going to be able to... Only 3 laps, 2 laps to post it, really. And Wilson is just trying to get some heat in those tires. And then put in a banker lap. Rudy Schussler, I'm very impressed with that lap though. Only 8 milliseconds off the pace. That's insane how quick that lap was and how close that is to Troy Dolenchek. But here we go, the start of Jonah Wilson's first lap. Right, into the 180s he goes, Jonah Wilson. See if we can get it on board. Out of the ace as we go, and then onto the back straight. Into Cosmic, then the Golf Club. The exit of Golf Club. Ooh, Wilson seems like he's a little bit greedy, using all of the curbs as it stands, and more. Oh, that seems like he's cutting there, but he should be able to get away with it. Nope, he doesn't. Doesn't get away with it. Invalid lap, because he was all 4 wheels off the track. Let's see, Mahir Wahab. Mahir Wahab moves himself into 10th place, and then Quinton Loubser moves himself up into 6th place. So there we go, Quinton Loubser getting a decent first lap, a banker lap. Jonah Wilson's going to try and recover from that first lap. That wasn't really anything worth mentioning. Jonah Wilson going to finish his final lap. What is he going to be able to post? A 6th place, 4.5 tenths off the pace, just behind Naidu. Next up is Mahir Wahab. Not improving. Quinton Loubser not improving, it seems like. So that's it for the qualifying, guys. Everybody is out. Everybody's done their laps. Just want to double check. William Marshall still trying to get in, but he's not going to be able to get in. So Rudy Schussler only did 1 lap, and he was like, that's the lap I won't be able to beat. I'm going straight back to pits. Talk about confidence. Rudy Schussler finds himself up into 2nd place. So starting grid as it stands, Troy Dolenchek taking the lead, 40.564. Then Rudy Schussler 8 milliseconds away, 40.573, so as close as it can get. Lucas Sturman, 40.908. Jason Kutsia, 40.9. And then there's only 4 guys that went into the 40s, and then Divya Naidu in 5th place, 41 flat. Jonah Wilson, 41. Quinton Loubser, 41.1. Mark Pollard in 8th place, 41.2. Sebastian Diaz will be in 9th place, 41.3. Mahir Wahab, 49.9, and then the rest is Fadil Dali, Andre Betancourt, Mahmoud Murad, and then Sebastian Venkov. None of them managed to put in a good lap at all. They found themselves quite far off the pace. So maybe it's just the qualifying catching the guys out. They would definitely, I would expect them to be a lot quicker during the race. Right, I believe we'll skip to the race. Everybody's on the server that needs to be. And we are going to get straight into the racing, guys. So what does the racing procedure do for us? The guys will go to grid. They will wait for the lights to go out. And then they'll start a formation lap. So everybody will go around 1 lap out the exit of the golf club. They'll start bunching up. Troy Dolenchek's job is to get them bunched up. And then they'll do double file. Cruise all the way down onto the start finish. Oh, I already saw a car disappear there. Oops. Oops, Dali. Oh, there goes Dali. So that would be the first restart. Okay, there we go. First restart. So sometimes what happens is the guys get like a little bit of a lag spike. And then they just get a disqualification for moving. Did William Marshall make it onto the server? I don't see his name on here. No, he didn't. So that's unfortunate. Alright, let's see what's happening. Here we go, boys. Waiting for everybody to get onto the grid. Take the names away. Look at how beautiful these carts look, guys. Can you believe it? Troy Dolanchik and Jason Kutsia, as well as, let's just go through with the grid. Dali and Betancourt all still run the old liveries, or the old body kits, but everybody else has upgraded to the latest and greatest. There we go. That's the lights out. This means we are now on a rolling start procedure. So guys are going to do a formation lap. And once they are done with their formation lap, we'll get into the swing of things. Everybody's going to do single file, get heat in their tires. Hopefully nobody spins out. The guy somehow manages to do that. Yeah, guys, who's your money on? I know we're not supposed to bet, so who's your virtual cash on? Who do you think is going to take this evening? Who's going to take the pre-final? Do you think there's going to be a dark or somebody pulling victory over Troy Dolanchik? Or is it going to be the safest bet that you can make? Oh, there we go. Jono Wilson drives into somebody. That means Jono Wilson's going to drive without a nose cone for the pre-final, unless they do a restart. And another driver drives off the track. Troy Dolanchik is already bunching everybody up. Yeah, I don't know why the guys can't just keep it clean during a formation lap. It's not that difficult, if I'm honest. But here we go. We are lined up. Everybody's ready to get going. And it's lights out and away we go. Everybody's got going. Rudy Schussler's got a good start. Look at Sturman pushing Troy Dolanchik into the first corner. Into the first corner. Dolanchik loses a position to Sturman, who seems to be getting away mega quick. Is Dolanchik on the default setup? Oh no. Wide goes Rudy Schussler. Oh, there's chaos into the 180s. Carnage as it stands. Everybody manages to kind of get away there. Let's quickly move back down the grid just to see what happened. Everybody lost at the back. It seems like all the carts got away somehow. Who's managed to find himself? Lucas Sturman's leading the way for Angry Racing Esports. And then followed by Troy Dolanchik. And then a big gap between them is Jason Kutsia, Quentin Loubser, Mark Pollard, Mohamed Murat, Sebastian Diaz, then Jono Wilson with no nose cone, Sebastian Venkov, Mahir Wahab, Rudy Schussler, biggest loser of the first lap, found himself all the way at the back. Divyan Naidu, and then Fadil Dali, and then Andre Betancourt at the back as it stands. Alright, let's go back to the front. The battle for the lead. Troy Dolanchik is all over Lucas Sturman, who had an absolute mega first lap. But will he be able to hold on to it? That's the question. Quentin Loubser seems like he's all over Jason Kutsia as it stands, but the battle is, as it is brewing, between Dolanchik and Lucas Sturman. Down the inside, it also goes Dolanchik over Sturman. Dolanchik having none of that first lap losses that he went through, moved himself up into the lead very, very quickly. Let's have a quick look just behind him. Quentin Loubser versus Jason Kutsia, both Cape Town boys. So it's Cape Town 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Cape Town boykies on the local track are leading the way. First guy out of Cape Town is Sebastian Diaz. Oh, I see a cart going off in the background there, number 27. Mohamed Murat and Jono Wilson, two very good friends, manages to take each other out there. It seems like it. But here we go. Let's go back to Loubser and Jason Kutsia. Down the inside goes Quentin Loubser, giving a little bit of a lap tap on Jason Kutsia, but they both manage to continue driving at least. And Kutsia continues leading the way. On the outside is Quentin Loubser. These guys are battling. It's giving the opportunity for the two boys up front to pull away. Absolutely chaotic start. But there we go, boys. Down the inside is Quentin Loubser into Cosmic Corner. And he sends it down the inside into Golf Club. Cut back by Jason Kutsia. Textbook stuff. Getting himself back into third place. It is worth noting, in the pre-final, there is points on offer in the Pro League, unlike the divisional races. So the boys are trying to maximize the amount of points they can get. Just want to have a quick look here. Divyan Naidu and Sebastian Venkov having a battle. Down the inside goes Divyan Naidu on Sebastian Venkov. Venkov is a junior driver in our league, so he's gaining valuable experience from racing here with the big boys. And the quick boys, that is. Taking nothing away from the juniors, of course. They are mega fast. And they show it whenever they come up to the senior divisions. Here we go. Let's have a quick look on the track. Where's the closest battle? Is there a battle? Quentin Loubser and Jason Kutsia still having a proper battle as it stands. Into Olsuk we go. Guadalupe seems like he's got the better of Jason Coetzee into the first sector. And then Jason does manage to keep his position. Obviously, the guys don't want to risk too much in the first race. They don't want to risk a lot in any case because it's a long season. We're only on round 3 out of 7, so the guys want to maximize their points. They don't want to secure an early drop round because of low score. And Quinton missing the first race, of course, so obviously he doesn't want to be losing any more points. Into the pit bin we go. Lopesha now still... Oh, no, it seems like Jason Coetzee manages to get a... seems like he's been able to get it... a little bit of a gap there. I see Kwazi Kumalo commentating, Rudy keeping it steady there. Yeah, Rudy unfortunately had a unfortunate start and lost the nose cone there. So not great. Let's see, where's the closest battle on track? Number 33 and 25. So Squadron Course versus Against All Odds Esports. Racing against each other on track. Oh, Mark Pollard and Sebastian Diaz, close as it can be. I hear engines cutting out at the back, so there seems like there's some accidents as well. Couple retired carts popping up now. Is Diaz going to send it down into the Holzoek? Yes, he is. Mark Pollard wanted to do a cutback. Diaz defended that perfectly, forcing Mark Pollard to pull out of that defense. And Guadalupe managed to get past Jason Coetzee. We missed that, unfortunately. But here we go. Jason Coetzee is going to now try and do a cutback out of the S's. Or at least a pass back onto the podium. Into Cosmic we go. Jason Coetzee is going to send it hard down the inside into the golf club. Lopesha unfortunately losing out quite a lot there. So we'll just go back to the battle. But Sebastian Diaz is moving up. He seems like he is pulling away from Mark Pollard as it stands. Not by much though, it is still close. I do see some back markers coming into the play here, so I just want to quickly follow this battle up front between Lopesha and... Ooh, I heard a cart spin out somewhere. It was Pollard. But I see back markers going to come into play now for Jason Coetzee and Quinton Lopesha, so I just hope the back marker stays out of the way. Clean driving, need to maximize the angry pace. Luca is driving mega good. It's worth noting, Luca isn't a real driver. He's one of the sim drivers. And Luca is showing his worth in between all of these multiple SA champs and regional champs in the karting world. So Luca holding his own and doing the Angry Boys proud. Ooh, Andre Betancourt getting in the way there. Ooh, pulling out of the way, good. It's just a little bit of a side pod shuffle there with Jason Coetzee, but nothing lost really, so great stuff there. Back markers trying to get out of the way. Number 34, Venkov and Naidu's having a go at this. Sending it down the inside into Cosmic. Naidu moving himself up a position. Venkov is trying to fight this back, but Naidu is a wise young head on that Koch Republic suit with the OKLA base livery that we released for the boys to use. But here comes Venkov sending it down into Holzoek. Oh, textbook cut back there from Naidu and gonna go onto the fence into the first 180s. Amazing driving from these gents. Really, really good. And we are now heading into our last lap. Can you believe it? That went by so quickly, guys. Into the last lap of the pre-final we go. I'm just going to follow this battle a little longer. Venkov and... Oh, the guy's already finished. Wow, it was that quick. Alright, so... Let me just quickly have a look here. Did Lopesha get a penalty? No. Okay, so... Troy Dolenchek takes the victory of the pre-final with Lucas Thurman in second. Jason Coetzee in third. Quinton Lopesha in fourth. Sebastian Diaz fifth. Venkov in sixth. Oh, I see it's a bunch of time penalties, that's why. Johnny Wilson got a time penalty, Darley penalty, Wilson again penalty, Naidu penalty, Pollard a penalty, and Naidu another penalty. So the boys got a whole bunch of time penalties. And it also seems like some of the guys has some connection issues. We're just looking at their ping here, so hopefully they can sort that out for the next race. But fantastic driving from the boys overall. very, very happy that the boys manages to put on a good show. That was mega stuff. Good battles all around. Very exciting first lap there. Lucas Thurman moving himself from third up into first within a space of 2 corners. And then Troy Dolenchik having none of that, losing a position and moved himself back up into the lead and never looked like losing it after he got back onto the top step of the pre-final podium. But there we go. Amazing driving from the boys. All right, so we'll give them a minute. Then they're going to head straight into the final. Okay, guys, please use the chat function in YouTube. Tell us, who do you think is going to win this race? Is it going to be more of the same from Troy Dolenchik? Just checking out in front. So we should just call him Troy Dolan checking out. Or are we going to see Lucas Thurman keep it up close and personal with Troy Dolenchik and maybe pulling one away from him? Quinton Loubser and Jason Gutierrez both very quick, but it seems like they were having a battle with each other, obviously losing out to the boys in front. So let's see what the guys are going to be able to put up. This is the final. It went by so quickly, the first race, the pre-final. But they've got more laps in the final, 18 laps in total, or 17 laps. Quasi Kumalo reckoning that Jason is putting up some excellent pace, and hopefully he's going to repeat what he does in real life and get up and close to the front. But let's see what the boys will be able to do. Everybody's quick, to be fair. Rudy Schuschler, I believe, is now very far out of place, so is he going to be able to come from the back of the pack and move himself up to the front somehow? Is he going to be able to secure a podium here? It's going to take a lot to get past all these big names in front of him. But we'll see if he's going to be able to get that going. It seems like we're going to get going very, very soon. But guys, thank you for tuning in. It's absolutely amazing to have you guys here tonight. This is the Pro League of Online Karting League Africa. This is Season 4, round number 3. We are just waiting for all the boys to get onto the grid and we're going to get going. Pro League is where the best of the best gets going. Start sequence, let's go. Rudy types into the chat, no, Rudy is supposed to be racing, not watching the stream. But there we go, that's the start of the formation lap. The boys are going to all just start pumping heat into their tires. Let's see what it looks like from Rudy's view. He's throwing his cart. Oh, that's giving my eyes a headache. So just checking what the boys are doing at the back, heating up their tires. Rudy's trying to get absolutely maximum amount of heat into these tires. All right, let's get, boys are going to start forming up, getting the double file formation in place. Hopefully the boys behave themselves for the start of this race. Keep it nice and clean, guys. Everybody's bunched up perfectly. Luca seems like he's trying to lead the way from Troy Dolenchik. Troy Dolenchik leading the way, and it's lights out and away we go. Lucas Thurman getting another fantastic start. Jason Gutierrez pushing. Oh no! Wow, Lucas Thurman manages to survive that. Oh, there's carnage at the back. Yeah, everybody seems like they're not behaving themselves. Quinton Loubser seems like he's lost out big there. Troy Dolenchik got away with that. Jason Gutierrez, Lucas Thurman, Sebastian Diaz moved himself up. Mahir Wab got away there. Quinton Loubser lost out a bit, but he's still fighting. So that's fantastic. Rudy Schuschler spinning off at the back, unfortunately. Let's have a quick look. Jason Gutierrez moved himself up into second place. Is he going to be able to catch on to the back of Troy Dolenchik and hunt for the victory this time around? A lot of work to do from some of the boys. I see there's a cart stuck on the apex. We need to get Sebastian Vankov out of the grid. Hopefully the COC... Oh, he got away there. Okay, so Vankov one lap down. Let's have a quick look what's happening at the back. Quentin Loubser got himself up into... Was there a whole bunch of time penalties popping up? Time penalties, 2 time penalties. Okay, that's something I'll probably be looked at by the end of the race or early tomorrow to just have a look at the time penalties. But Quentin Loubser does have a time penalty, but he moved himself up into, I believe that is 5th place as it stands. There we go, half a second away now already, Troy Dolenchik. The gaps are building between 1st, 2nd and 3rd. The boys are all settling in. Is there a battle that's going to be brewing anytime soon? Seems like everybody just kind of spaced himself out for the first couple laps. Getting into the stride of things and trying to get their momentum, and then you're going to start seeing the laps pumping in. Yeah, Rudy's definitely not having the best of days. Very unfortunate from Rudy, considering that he qualified in 2nd place, only 8 milliseconds off of the pole position. So very, very unfortunate. 14ths away on that lap between Dolenchik and Coetzee. So Dolenchik pulling away again. Lucas Thurman seems like he's holding on to Jason Coetzee at the moment. And then, Quentin Loubser is coming out of the S's sideways, pushing that car to the absolute limit of what he is able to do without losing it. So Loubser does seem like he is catching up to Sebastian Diaz. Still a lot of laps to go. Over a second is the gap now, and less than half a second between Lucas Thurman and Jason Coetzee. So this is now starting to heat up between Thurman and Coetzee. The slipstream is going to come into effect now. Thurman going into the first 180s, trying to close the gap wherever he can, and then try and catch onto the back of Jason Coetzee by the end of the back straight. Yeah, Jason Coetzee is not fast enough to pull away from Lucas Thurman as it stands. So Thurman is all over Jason Coetzee. And it is worth noting that Jason Coetzee is part of the Angry Racing team. He's running his own livery. He's one of the driver coaches at the Angry Racing team, and then Lucas Thurman is part of the esports side of things. So it's very cool to see these boys on similar pace, real driver versus a sim driver. But the battle is heating up. Let's see if we can go onto a helmet cam. Just see what Lucas is doing as it stands. Oh, Lucas all over Jason Coetzee now. Into the pit bend we go. Is Jason Coetzee going to be able to defend his position? Lucas Thurman is going to go down the inside into Holzoek. Into the Holzoek, inside he goes, pushing Coetzee out, but nope, he still manages to keep the pace on the outside of Holzoek, compromising his entry into 180s, it seems like it. Thurman is now all over Jason Coetzee. And Jason Coetzee is wise to that attack, defending it. Down into Cosmic we go, into Golf Club. Jason Coetzee is doing a classic cutback, textbook cutback from Coetzee. Thurman has to reset and rethink that passing opportunity. He needs to make the pass stick if he wants to move and try and catch onto the back of Troy Dolenchik. Okay, down the inside we go again. Lucas Thurman trying to defend that cutback position. Yes, he does. Now Thurman goes very defensive into the 180s. Will compromise his exit, but he would be able to continue keeping Jason Coetzee behind him for another 180 exit. Now into the S's we go onto the back straight. This is now all about Jason Coetzee, who's going to be trying to put down the attack. Thurman is very defensive as it is. Coetzee is going to try and send it down the inside. Oh, they touch. They both managed to survive that though. But Jason Coetzee moves himself back up into second place. Just further back, just behind him, Quentin Loubser and Sebastian Diaz is having a fight as well. So like I said, the guys are going to settle in and start catching up onto each other. Start making the moves. Now Quentin Loubser is going to send it down the inside into Holzoek as well. And defend a cutback from Sebastian Diaz. Yes, he does successfully defend that. And then he just makes a slightly defensive line into the first 180s. And then into the second 180s. Bittersweet moment for Quentin Loubser, who of course does a little bit of coaching, online coaching with Sebastian Diaz. So it's the master versus the student as it stands. Great stuff from these two boys. Fantastic driving and very, very clean between Diaz and Lopsha. Let's just have a quick look what's happening up in front again. Sturman's going to try and get it past Kutsia again. I just want to see on the track. It doesn't seem like there's any other battles apart from these two guys. Down the inside goes Lucas Sturman. As I just take my eyes off, he just gave Jason Kutsia a slight little love tap there and give himself a little bit of breathing room, but I don't believe Jason Kutsia will just let that stand. He's going to try and send it into probably the first corner, Holzoek. Lucas Sturman does have the golf club covered. But here we go. Jason Kutsia is now all over the back of Lucas Sturman. Lucas trying to go the defensive route and pushing Jason Kutsia to the outside. Jason Kutsia is not going to be able to pass around Holzoek again. But he's going to send it down the inside. Oh, Jason Kutsia getting it all kinds of wrong on the brakes there. Spinning out, taking Lucas Sturman out as well. That promotes Quinton Lopsha into second place and Sebastian Diaz into third place. So a little bit of a mistake there from Jason Kutsia, causing Kutsia and Sturman to lose out horribly there. But yet they are still both fighting, and anything can happen like you just saw there, and the podium position can be on offer once again. Alright, Quinton Lopsha seems like he's holding just the slightest of gaps. I'm just going to move back to this battle. Lucas Sturman and Jason Kutsia, they are like magnets towards each other as it stands. Just can't get them apart. So now it's all about Angry Racing versus Angry Racing Esports. It's amazing work from both these boys, keeping it nice and clean for the most of it though. Unfortunately, Kutsia lost it under the braking and then took out Sturman into the first 180s. But let's just quickly talk about Troy Dolenchik. When the lights went out, he went going and there was no looking back for him. He got away and almost 7.3 seconds the lead. Byron Mitchell asking, when is Luca going to race IRL? I myself have asked Luca that question to join me at Killarney for some clubmans. I told him just to sell one of his bicycles and he'll have enough money to get into clubman's karting at least. He's not biting on that as it stands though. But there we go, Lucas Sturman, Jason Kutsia again, another lap 15. The boys are having a proper battle. Alright, down the inside. Ooh, Lucas Sturman runs wide or left the door open. Instant defense from Jason Kutsia. Now Sturman's going to have the better exit out of the second 180s. Into the S as we go on the exit. On the back straight we are going to go. Now Lucas Sturman's going to... Nope. He had a look, but he didn't send it. Is he going to send it into Golf Club? Oh no, he just pushed Jason Kutsia off there. That is very unfortunate, and I'm fairly certain that's going to be asked to be reviewed. We're going to move up into the battle between Quinton Lopsha and Sebastian Diaz. Quinton Lopsha, I believe, does have a 5-second penalty, which will push him out of the... out of the podium contention, but I believe that was due to the first lap error, so it's probably going to get removed before anything else in any case. So but there we go, Lopsha, Sebastian Diaz. It's all about the second place fight as it is. And then they've got a back marker, somebody who's very out of place tonight. That is Mark Pollard, who finds himself down in 11th place, out of position. Very unfortunate from Mark Pollard, who's actually considered one of the front runners in the pack. So not Mark Pollard's evening at all. But here we go, the battle still goes between Quinton Lopsha and Sebastian Diaz. So again, the student versus the master. Who's going to be able to secure second place? Is Sebastian going to send one down very late? Or is he going to do the sensible thing and just accept third place and get the maximum points? Right, no, it seems like he's lost the gap to Quentin Lopes. So we're going to follow our current leader, Troy Dolanchek, or Troy Dolan checking out once again. That is another first place for Troy Dolanchek. If once we start pulling up the record books and look at the histories of podiums, Troy Dolanchek will be the guy that 100% has the most victories, the most podiums out of everybody within the league. Troy Dolanchek taking another victory. Fantastic drive from Dolanchek. And then in second place, Quentin Lopes. And then in third place, Sebastian Diaz. Fantastic driving from these two. And in fourth place, Lucas Thurman. Mohamed Murat finds himself in fifth place, I believe. Then Jason Gutsia. And then Jono Wilson. There's a whole bunch of time penalties popping up, so guys, I'm not going to try and keep up with that. I'm not going to try and keep up with all the penalties, but I believe Quentin Lopes got his penalty in that first lap incident. So, if I'm correct, that means he'll retain his second place due to that penalty that will be removed. At least that's my understanding, because those penalties are given. Oh, the server just crashed there. Server just crashed there for absolutely no reason. I really hope the server does save. Guys, I really hope that replay was saved. That's unfortunate. We'll just go into a black screen there for a moment. Just give me 1 second just to get back onto a server at least. And then we'll just quickly have an interview with the drivers. There we go. We'll just open that up just so we have something in the background. And then we'll have a very, very quick interview with each of the drivers. Sorry about that. I don't know why the server just randomly crashed. It is what it is. Luckily, it was post-race. So look at that beautiful Table Mountain in the background. So let's have a quick look. The boys, are they already down in the channel? Yes, they are. So first, we'll move in Sebastian Diaz. Hi there, Seb. So Seb, you are now live on stream. Congratulations, third place for you. Unofficially, I believe. We'll first have to review all the potential incidents. But as it stands for you, that's third place. Very intense race between you and Quentin Lopes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was very crazy. You guys were battling for fourth and fifth. But unfortunate incident between Sturman and Kutsia ahead of you guys promoted you guys up into second and third. So just talk us through your race.
So in the pre-final, I had a good start, and then heading into the first 180, there was a bit of a crash in front of me. Luckily, I managed to make it through without getting hit too badly. And then from there, I just slowly caught up to Mark. Then after I got past him, I just tried to catch up to the people in front of me, but they had pulled too much of a gap in the early part of the race.
Okay, well, yeah, that's unfortunate, but you had a fantastic race in any case between you and Quentin Lopes. You guys had a very, very good couple laps behind each other. Well, you were behind each other most of the race. I was saying on stream, it's a master versus a student moment where Quentin Lopes helps you guys with some online coaching. He got the better of you today, so hopefully next time around you'll be able to you'll beat the coach. But yeah, good stuff, and congratulations on your third place.
Thank you.
Right, so I'm gonna just Quentin Lopes is in the same building as me, so I'll just give the headset over to him to just talk us through his race. Quentin Lopes, congratulations on second place. Although there was a time penalty that popped up, but I do believe that one popped up in the first lap incident, so I'm 100% sure that will probably be removed. But yeah, congratulations on your second place. Talk us through your race. It was handed to you guys by Kutsia and Lucas Thurman, but to get a podium, you had to be there or thereabout most of the race. So yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, it was a rough start in both, on the pre-final and final. Yeah, the pre-final, Jason got the better of me. I could see that I had more straight line speed than him. So at the end of the straights, I was pretty much on him every time. But yeah, I tried to make the move too early, ran wide, and that was my pre-final. The final, I had a rough start as well. I don't know what happened in the first corner, but someone hit me from behind, and in the first corner I went to the inside. That's probably where the time penalty came from. But yeah, I just put my head down after that. Caught up to Sebastian, passed him, and then I was quite surprised to see Luca and Jason spun out in the 180s. That's quite good for me because that means I'm up in second. But yeah, it was a nice race. Yeah, quite good. Thanks for everything. The event, everything went quite smoothly. Just the starts that was a bit rough, but yeah, thanks.
All right, once again, congratulations to Quentin Loepscher for his second place. I'm going to move Troy Dolenchek. All right, Troy, welcome to the commentary box. Another first place. What seemed to be a very eventful first couple laps in the pre-final turned out to be a very boring rest of the race, for you at least. It seemed like it because you managed to check out. There was a lot of battling happening behind you once again. But yeah, talk us through your race, and from my side again, congratulations on another well-deserved victory.
Yeah, thank you, Shan. Yeah, obviously, like you said, both races obviously went very nicely from my side. Had a couple of skirmishes on the first lap. Luca got a lacquer start in the pre-final and got ahead of me. So yeah, we didn't have much of a dice, but I did manage to catch him and get past him. And then from there, I think he just made one or two little mistakes, but his pace was still very quick. So it really wasn't easy to get away from him. And then in the second heat, or both heats, the starts were a bit weird. But yeah, anyways, Luca got another good start, and I was around my outside, and then we had contact in turn one. Luckily, he didn't lose too many positions. But yeah, then Jason was on my case for about 3 or 4 laps until I eventually got away. And then yeah, from there I just tried to enjoy it. Obviously, do a couple of lacquer laps. But yeah, thank you to you for the race and hosting again, and it was very smooth and plain sailing. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. The only question I have really, Troy, is how are we going to get the rest of the field to catch up to you? Or is it a question of you're going to start sharing your setups? Or are we going to have to add some virtual weight to that cart? Because it just doesn't seem like anybody's able to get onto your pace.
Yeah, thank you. Obviously, yeah, it's nice to be quick, but you know, obviously it's all about the amount of time you put in. And I mean, looking back to when Umpi was in the series, I mean, it was very close. He obviously also used to put in a lot of effort. So I think obviously it's about putting in a lot of effort and obviously understanding the physics of the game. So yeah, that's about it. And I think obviously it's lucky to be where I am now, but that's not easy.
Yeah, I mean, it takes hard work, but I mean, from what we've seen, you are naturally talented. You've got the pace, real world. You've got the pace in the simulator. So it's really up to everybody else to catch up to you. So yeah, again, congratulations, another well-deserved victory, and we'll see you at the next round.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Right, guys, that's it from our side. That's the end of the race day, Pro League. Round 3 at Killarney. Where are we going to head out next? Next race is going to be in Eastern Cape, Kelso Scribanti. We're going to see the guys join the virtual version of it at least. Round 4, that is the 6th of June, will be the divisional races. And then the Pro League will be on the 13th of June. So guys, if you want to get involved, please reach out to us on our website or Facebook or wherever you feel like you can send a message. We will get back to you guys and get you involved. Kelso Scribanti is going to be next on the list in 3 weeks' time, I believe. That's going to be a mega race, mega track, super fun. When we released it, we saw a lot of guys driving on that track for at least 5-6 days, 600-700 laps non-stop because they enjoyed it that much. It's such a mega facility. In the real life, you can't do a lot of laps there because you'll lose all your tires, but in the sim, you can do 1,000,000 laps without worrying about your tires. So see you guys next time for the next race, which will be round 4 at Kelso Scribanti.